What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. How y'all doing? How your mom and them? Hope everybody's doing okay.
Howdy.
It's another great day. It's actually the first day we've had where it's not raining. It's been raining here like the last, I don't know, 3-4 days. And today it was kind of early in the morning. It was nice, and then it turned to overcast. It says tomorrow's good to fly, but it's telling me that I'd have to go to Campbell Airfield. That's a long drive, and I don't know if that's something I want to do. I mean, I got a month to the fly-in, so I may just wait. But is it saying I'm off stream again? It's always doing weird stuff. I don't like that. Oops, I just screwed up the screen again. There we go. And it went right back to screwing up again. Well, I want to do what I tell it to do. Fine, be that way. Hello, King Cobra and Wally and Linda and Creed and Cloud Chucker and John Wayne, who's in the air right now, and Trash Bag and Harry and everybody else that I saw. Dire Thing. I think that's most of the folks that's in here so far. Been an interesting week at work. Lots of drama at work as usual. And I gotta say that Munchkin, hey Scott, what's up, Will? Munchkin has stepped up her game. She has done more than I thought she would as far as the fly-in. Usually when I go to a fly-in, she just like, all right, let's pack the car and let's go, and we just go. But this time, she is like buying stuff to make our life easier at the fly-in, which is pretty cool. She got a different tent, a bigger tent. That way I can take my shoes off in the outside section and go to the inside section. She bought one of those Mr. Buddy heaters in case it gets cold. We can heat our tent. She got some permethrin spray, permethrin, whatever the heck it's called. Yeah, that stuff. And she got some skewers so we can roast marshmallows. Just all kinds of crap.
Wait, did I not buy the lights, the fan, the outdoor carpet,
What lights?
the little table?
Yes, you did buy the little table and
So
the outdoor carpet. Well, but the outdoor carpet
that was last year.
one. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. What do you mean? I stepped up my game.
Well, this time you did a lot more than you normally do. Just saying.
I also bought hanging dehumidifier bags so we can hang them in the tent so my pillow don't get clammy.
She does not like the clammy feeling in the tent, so we're going to dehumidify the tent. Yeah, I'm nowhere at Creed's level. At Creed's like over 100 pounds that he's dropped now, but I'm down 17 pounds, which I think is pretty good for 12 days. I mean, I literally started this diet, not this past Monday, but the Monday before.
Well, thank you, Linda.
12 days and 17 pounds. I'm now in the weight range where I need to be to not have to change my hang point when I go flying, that's good. I mean, if I get lower, it's not going to be,
What the fuck is in your chair?
I have no idea. Oh, that's stuff. I was digging stuff out of the cracks of the seat.
It looks like you took a bag of chips and literally just dumped it in your fucking chair.
Yeah, because I was digging in there for that coin, and I ended up digging like all the
that
trash
was
out
this morning. So that means when you were sitting there before the show, you were just
so I haven't had
you
time
were just sitting on garbage.
Yet. Jeez. So yeah, Creed has already made all those pins. He sent pictures over of all those pins, and they look absolutely fantastic. RS got a pin, and I was just like, man, look at all these pins.
Creed's like freaking Oprah. You get a pin, and you get a pin.
Right? And you get a pin. There was just pins everywhere. There we go. And there's the process. Let me see if all the Yeah, so there's RS's pin, which this is not going to show worth a darn because I got a background again. I got Creed sent you a drip tip. Oh, I saw the drip tip, Scott. So you got it? Yeah, and it matches everything. It looks cool, man. That is just amazing.
Yeah.
I'm always in trouble. Well, that may be true too, Linda. You know, I try to, stay in trouble as much as possible.
I guess it makes his life exciting.
I'm very jealous of Will going to Moonshiners. It looks like they had some fantastic weather there. The entire fly-in. I was like, daggum, man. I may have to do something serious. Me and Munchkin have talked about it. And the only way I can do something like Moonshiners is if I take a fly-in off of my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what do I do? Do I skip Fly It for Gauge and go to Moonshiners instead? That they're going to go to anyway?
That's the only option because that's the expensive one.
Yeah. They're having another one next year. Well, that's good, Will.
We don't have to rent a car to go to the Eastern Shore, which
no,
just that alone is $500. Not to mention the gas and the food and everything else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's meant to go there, have a good time. I will try to not spend money frivolously like I usually do and save up for the fly-in. You never know what'll happen to the fly-in. You may break a prop. Who knows?
It sounds to me like if you break a prop,
I got spares, but they're not. I don't have another Helix spare 140. I'd have to go to a smaller prop, which doesn't produce as much power, but it'll get me in the air. So that's all that matters there. So I look so forward to Friday because I can actually have a drink, and it's like I don't drink any during the week whatsoever. Number one, because of the diet, but number two, I'm not. I know people think I drink all the time, but I don't. So this just makes it easier to talk during the show. I have a drink, it calms my nerves. I can run my mouth, and that's what I do. But yeah, during the week, no. I've been like going to sleep way too early and waking up too early. I think I'm getting
There's been days
disease.
at work that a shot of whiskey in the middle of the day probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me.
Oh, yeah, right? If we could have a shot of whiskey at work, we'd be good to go. But no, yeah, we don't do that.
The amount of stupid I have to deal with on a daily basis.
I saw Bill H. and John Wayne got to fly together, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh, look at that drip tip. Scott just sent a picture of it. Isn't that pretty? Man, and it's shining, and it's not going to show worth a darn on here. But even though if I try to show it, it's not going to show whatever. I got a nice glazed biscuit. Oh, it's gorgeous. It tastes like Discomfort biscuits. What is Discomfort biscuits? See, we don't have Discomfort biscuits in the U.S.
I don't know, but glazed biscuit, you had me. It sounds delicious. I don't even know what it is. It does sound really
good. I guess for them, glazed biscuit would be a glazed cookie. Oh, biscotti. Biscotti, is that how you say it?
Biscotti?
Well, he put 2 F's, so.
Oh.
Is it biscotti? Because that's a whole different. Because I don't know what biscotti is.
Unless it's those Biscoff cookies.
Hello, Scorp. How you doing?
Scorp.
Scorpio. Opio.
Hey, do y'all remember when there was a fake Scorpio?
Ooh, that was a while back.
Mm-hmm.
That was a while back. Oh, spell check. Okay. So he meant to put biscotti.
Okay.
We do. Don't we have those kind of cookies at work, right? But
biscotti? No.
I thought those. Oh, then maybe they're not. Well, we still can't have them because they're cookies and they're like super high in carbs.
Cannot have them.
Oh, I've been keeping my carbs like below, I know below 25, but trying to stay under 20. And a lot of the stuff that you eat or drink can throw that out of the water. And I mean, I'm basically drinking water every day. I've rarely, this is the first time I've had a soda all week. So it's like, dang, gum, man. I need a soda. No, I had a soda. I had one of
Last
those
night.
Mountain Dews yesterday. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like the taste of them, but they're better than drinking plain water.
I wouldn't say I don't like the taste of them. I think it's weird that the actual soda has less flavor than the hard Mountain
You're
Dews
having
of the
zero
same
carbs.
flavor.
Creed, how in the hell do you do zero carbs and stay alive? You got to have something. I mean, your body's got to
He's drinking protein drinks and stuff.
protein drinks.
Mhm.
Well, now if those protein drinks got fat in them, the main thing, especially if you're doing keto, um,
He's not doing keto.
he's
He
not
can
doing
only
keto.
eat.
It froze. Now you're back.
I
What?
said he can only eat like a half a cup of food at a time, and that might be pushing it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. That's awesome though, man. Freaking down 100 pounds. I mean, you look like you lost a whole person for sure, which is amazing. I don't want to get too skinny, because then I look like a chicken. My arms already are starting to look a lot
Oh,
skinnier.
shut the fuck up.
I don't like that. What? I'll lose weight in my arms, but I'll still have a belly, which doesn't make any sense. It's like,
Your
look,
arms don't look any goddamn different.
they do look different.
They do not.
I can feel the difference. My watch will let me know. It'll start spinning
You are
around.
very far from looking like a chicken, sir.
Bobblehead? That bobblehead that Scott made was freaking awesome. I love that bobblehead. More than 100 now. Yeah, that's saying something, Creed. That is saying something right there. I mean, I think the most I've ever lost keto wise is like 50 pounds. So I'm at 17 now. I could definitely get, I would say, about 25 pounds down by the fly-in is what I'm guessing, which will put me down in probably the 230s. That's definitely fine for that trike and that wing that I have. I'll be fine.
You know, sometimes I hate you.
I'm sorry that men lose weight faster than women do on keto. Have I heard of that UK? Yes, I have seen Mrs. Brown's Boys millions of times. Lots. Well, I won't say I've seen every episode, but I've seen a lot of them, especially the one where he sprays super glue in his drawers. That one was hilarious. That's classic right there. Today you weighed 230 exactly. Nice. And you of Mark Todd. Mark Todd. I don't know if is that one of the actors on Mrs. Brown Boys? Because I don't know Mark Todd, but I don't even know the guy's name that does Mrs. Brown. I don't know their names, their real names.
All I know is the chick that is the daughter is his actual wife.
Is his wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of them on the show was part of his family. So, Brendan O'Carroll, there you go, King Cobra. Thank you. Yeah. It's just a good, funny comedy show, I think. They did a real good job with that.
Oh, that's the guy
Todd's
that
reviews?
does reviews in his shed.
Yeah, I know Todd reviews it. Todd in the Shed. Yeah, I've seen plenty of his videos.
Can y'all not hack up hairballs on my floor, please?
I just ate a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts and lost 5 pounds. Is that okay? Will. Hey, timekeeper. Massive Mrs. Brown's fan. There you go. Yeah, I like it, King Cobra. Not enough to know their names, I guess.
You know what's crazy is when I was in high school, right? Especially around exams,
Mhm.
Krispy Kreme would come in to the school and would sell donuts. And I would buy a dozen donuts for myself and snack on them throughout the day. And I weighed maybe 110 pounds soaking wet. No problem whatsoever. Now, if I even look at a Krispy Kreme building, I gain weight.
So, my local vape shop, I went there to get another pod or two, right? And their shelves are pretty empty. And I was like, dude, what is going on? And he said, China's. See, I don't believe this story, but he's saying China's not shipping any of their products over. And I'm like, I think what it is some kind of tariff got involved and they don't want to pay that extra money for the pods. So they're not ordering them.
Yeah,
And
because no one would pay the increased price for a pod when you can still buy that shit online cheaper.
right. So this one is orange pineapple punch. It's a Raz, but it's one of like their gush flavors, I guess. It's okay. It doesn't hold a candle to the peach. It's kind of funny because Never Trust Skinny Chef Shane messaged me because he was like, I can't find peach anywhere, blah 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 blah. And I was like, here's a website. See what you think. He went and bought 10 of them. He was gonna buy 20, but they didn't have enough. He bought 10 Georgia peach pods. So he's gonna be good. The whole remodel of his camper, he should have a pod good to
I
go.
can't stand the pods because they're all fucking culotta.
Yeah, I get that. Nothing from China has increased because of tariff. I can't tell you how many products go up in price. Not to mention the fact now that they've banned DJI drones from being sold in the United States. So good luck buying a drone. And they said it has nothing to do with the tariffs. So
No, that was a technology thing. They've been talking about that
yeah, they
for a
still
while
think
now.
China's spying on us. They don't want no drones over here to, even though those drones are the better drones out of all the other companies. And no, we want them to be U.S. made. Okay, well, we can go back to the drones that cost a arm and a leg but have no features whatsoever. He called you a prick when you sent it to him. What'd you send to him, Scott? I got too many views, too many. I'm gonna close this stupid chat thing because it's useless, honestly. Let me shorten this window and then I could see chat the normal way. DJI was sending intel. Well, as far as that goes, on my drone, I hacked the firmware on it, so my drone can do anything I want it to, and it doesn't. Like, if I wanted to, I could fly over an airport and my drone won't stop me because I don't have any of that geofencing stuff that DJI has built into their drones because I reflashed the firmware on there. Am I going to? No. But I don't like limitations. Look at Scott Savage's link. Oh, I didn't see that. There we go. He sent me a photo, though. Mrs. Todd's boys. That's funny. Looks just like Mrs. Brown, but it's Mrs. Todd. That's pretty funny. He was laughing, though. Oh, but we all get old and gave up Coke. Yeah, there you go.
You know, I never lost any weight doing that, so I find that to be bullshit.
That's why you
It's
don't do pods much, Harry.
definitely not a weight loss drug.
Well, I have a mod. The problem was I was vaping that cinnamon red hot in there for a long time. I was stupid impressed by the quality of the components. Exactly, trash bag. Exactly. And I have the original Mavic Pro. I got a really old drone. They've, they're way past that at this point. But the new ones aren't cheap. And, mine still works even though I can't even buy batteries for it anymore. One of the batteries doesn't charge at all. I still have two batteries that kind of work, but sometimes it'll say it's full and I'll take off and then the battery will instantly say it's dead. So it's like, what do you do? And I don't want to buy a new drone right now. The only reason I would want a new drone is so that it could film me while I'm flying. Some of the newer drones could actually keep up with you because they'll do 20 to 40 miles an hour, which will keep up pace with whatever I'm doing. And they could film you from a distance. I think that would be some great cinematic footage right there, even though I'm not a video editor by any means. I suck at it, but it would look cool. I wouldn't be the first one that have done it, but it could be done really well if somebody just try. I think they're too scared they're going to hit the drone, but if you set it right, it'll work. Especially if you give somebody the remote and say, hey, if I get too close, move the drone away. Simple. Reptile shop. Biggest reptile shop in Southeast UK. He's opening with a focus on chondropython. Oh, chondropython. Wow. Okay. Well, so next weekend, is next Friday is my birthday actually. So, man, y'all sent me so many messages. I can't even. Oh, look at there. There's Cloud Chucker and Todd at Expo.
King Cobra. I need pictures of reptiles.
And then I think Scott sent me one.
I like reptiles.
Scott sent me the Mrs. Brown one. Yep.
Yes, snakes and lizards. I love them all.
It's kind of funny. I was playing a puzzle game with the people at work, and everybody was able to do it. I was actually impressed. I don't want to show y'all. It's not important, but it's still fun. You basically make a some of y'all may have seen it on Facebook.
Very drastic definition of fun, sir.
It's fun. You basically make a tic-tac-toe board, right? And then you give them 6 coins and tell them to put all 6 of those coins in the tic-tac-toe board without making a straight line, whether it be diagonal or straight across. Can't do that, and you can't stack the coins and see if they can do it. It is possible, and most of the people at work did it pretty fast. I was impressed. Strictly reptiles. Yeah, Munchkin used to work at a pet shop, handling all kinds of.
It wasn't a pet shop. It was a pet store distribution warehouse.
This is hilarious. So right now, while you're gone, the dinosaur looks like it's really in the picture. That is freaking hilarious. The dinosaur just sitting there like, what's up? I'm just in the back here, eating and stuff. The one dinosaur that's sitting in her office just like, let me get in this camera view right here. Munchkin wants well, I don't know if she wants a bearded dragon.
I do.
Not really not a gecko per se, but a bearded dragon is what she wants.
Geckos. I've had a couple day geckos. I had a couple African fat tail geckos. What a cool one would be a tokay gecko, but those little motherfuckers are mean. So that wouldn't be nearly as much fun. But no, I want a beardy.
Oh,
either a beardy or one of them giant blue tongue skinks.
Well, if y'all watched my show back in the day when I was back in Georgia, I had that rhino iguana, and that he was a big son of a gun. And I would come home, or if I ever had
I'm
him
pretty
out, he
sure
would get
you
on top of
can't
all my mods and just.
own a rhinoceros iguana. I think that was just a regular iguana.
It was a rhino iguana. It had the thing on its head and everything.
They all have that.
It was a mean, yeah. That was the timekeeper. Very good. Holy crap! So timekeeper remembers his name.
Houdini.
Yep, Houdini was the iguana's name because he could escape out of anything, which he did end up escaping. That son of a gun. I was like, I want to be a nice guy. I'm gonna take him out in the backyard, let him enjoy the sun, and he did for about 20 seconds. And then he bolted like I did not know that iguana could run that fast. That son of a gun was gone. And I tried to catch him, and he got somewhere under the bank, and I couldn't get him. So
Yes.
you don't remember the iguana? Yeah,
Your comment, too mean they bite. I'm assuming that's about the tokays. And yes, they are very fucking mean, and they will bite the shit out of you. But they go, ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, the one
And
I
just make
have didn't
noises
have any
everywhere.
special colors or anything like that. It was just a basic iguana.
That's just a green.
I think my oldest son's the one that brought me that thing. I was like, why are you bringing me? I don't even know why he brought it to me. But I was like, okay, sure, I'll
because
take
they're
it,
hard as shit to take care of.
Yeah. They can be mean, man. If their tail whips you, woo, they can cut you open with that tail. And that's usually what they do when they get mad. They will strike at you with their tail, and it's like a full-on whip hitting you. It is no joke. Zuko the Beardy, he was pretty chill for a lizard. I've seen a lot of videos that Munchkin showed me of bearded dragons that they seem to be pretty cool. It's not like they're out to get you or anything.
What I really want, I don't know if y'all have ever seen the videos of Winston the Tegu. I wouldn't mind having one of those. Now, I had a Savannah monitor at one time, named Max, short for Maximum Lizard.
Maximum Lizard.
He only got about just under a foot long before he died. And I'm not exactly sure what happened to him, but he was pretty cool. But Winston the Tegu is fucking huge, and he steals shoes right off your feet if you're not careful. I wouldn't mind having one of them, but they're also very difficult to keep.
Oh, you got the Osmo Pocket 3. King Cobra, that is not cheap. So I know you spent a pretty penny on the Osmo Pocket 3, but it's a damn good camera. Damn good camera. I wouldn't mind getting the 3. I kind of want to wait and see what they do with the 4. Then the 3 will come down in price, obviously, but considering now the weird thing is you can't buy directly from DJI right now in the United States, but I did see a lot of the stuff that DJI makes on Amazon. You can get it. It may be a little bit higher of a price, but you can still get it. Oh, the camera was telling me it's switching to battery mode because it doesn't have enough light for solar right now.
That's because it's dark out.
Yeah. Beardies have the most personality of any lizard. I think you're right, Creed. I haven't seen any other lizard that's... I mean, she showed a couple that... I don't know if they were iguanas or what, that like to cuddle up to you, but...
Well, the big one that steals shoes is a tegu. There's the one that steals bananas out of his owner's mouth.
Katie have lizards? I don't think she does, Cloud Chucker.
Katie does not have lizards. She has Frank, the ball python. My granddaughter just got a boa, or was it a boa? Or I can't remember. I have to go look and see. It's different though. I've never seen one quite like that. It's not a ball python. It's not one of the typical snakes that you see, but she got that. her grandfather knew somebody that was getting rid of it, so she got
Cherokee.
that. And then she's got her spitters, her spoods.
Speaking of which, I got more Cherokee in me than anything from what my lineage shows. I got
Yeah.
Cherokee Indian in me more than anything. So I'm a little bit Cherokee.
I'm German, Scottish, Irish, and Welsh.
You're mainly Irish and mean.
No, actually, I'm more Scottish than Irish, amazingly enough, even though my last name's Callahan. But yeah, um, that was a surprise to all of us. But yeah, it's Scottish, German, and then Irish. So, and
So
then
Creed had a
Welsh.
Savannah monitor. I think
He does. He doesn't have enough Indian in there to do that. I know somebody. My old coworker did though. So when she traveled, she could stay on the reservation, and no, I don't remember what it's called. I'd have to go look. Um,
the problem with Munchkin is, I mean, we're talking about iguanas and stuff like that, but she likes lots of exotic animals, that probably you shouldn't have as a pet because they'll tear your house up, like raccoons, possums.
a possum will not tear your house up. A raccoon is like having a 3-year-old with willpower.
Yeah.
And yeah.
See, I always like sugar gliders, but after I saw how much noise they make and stuff, I'm like, I don't know. I know they get attached to their owners, but
I don't want a sugar glider.
yeah, because my buddy, his mother raised sugar gliders, so I could have got one cheap, but I was like, never mind.
I mean, I did like playing with the ones at the warehouse because when I had to go in there and feed them, I'd have to wake them up and they'd get all pissed off at me and scream at me from their little bag. I like furts, but they smell.
4
And
rats, 2 rabbits, and an African gray in a pear tree. There you go, trash bag.
I have had multiple rats. The last 2 that I got Katie were Dumbo rats, so they had curly hair and they were very cute.
I'm happy to say that I don't know if John Wayne's the one that started it, but that Velocek is starting to catch on. Anthony Vella that had the bad accident. So I've seen not only he do it, John Wayne's done it. Avery Flies did his, and he said, I just did my Velocek, and I was like, wow, there's another person that says it. I've done it. I don't know if Bill has or not. Maybe. So a lot of people are catching on to the Velocek, which is basically making sure your lines are clear right after you take off, which is a standard thing you have to do anyway.
Yes, Randy's are awesome.
Now, Anthony Bella's situation was completely different because even if he checked his lines at his risers, he wouldn't have seen that because it was in the back of the glider where his brake pulls. You can't look back that far. Maybe with a mirror. That's about it. Yeah, Munchkin don't have a problem with rats either, trash bag, but I'm not a big fan.
I love my ratties. They're adorable.
I don't know.
What do you mean you're not a big fan? Have you ever held one? Have you ever played with one? Have you ever had one hang out on your shoulder and yank your bottom lip down and stick their paw in your mouth and steal your food?
No.
Because they will do that.
I bet they do.
What you got in there? Give me that cookie. Skinny pigs. We used to have a guinea pig named Squiggy, named after the dude from Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, now that's the other thing we watch. We watch a lot of videos on parrots too.
We're too old to get parrots at this point in time.
We're too old to get us. They would definitely outlive us You know, that's like, oh, let's go buy a tortoise that lives 100 and something years. They're definitely going to outlive us. You know, it's like that gum, man. A daegu. Wow. Yeah, I don't
My
even think we can get a
my
daegu in
yes,
the
you can.
U.S.
My sister had two dagoos, and they were the fattest little motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, so you have
All the
had them here.
dagoos I have seen before were trim and bouncy, and my sister had the fattest little ones. They were both girls, and they were chunks. Yes,
You
dagoos
might
are
as
very
well
cute.
call them P. Diddy, Paramom. I mean, if it's Puff Daddy, you might as well call him P. Diddy.
I've never met a African gray that actually liked me. Everyone I've ever come across has always hated me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I saw Ready to Paramotor was coming out with a shirt, right? And there's Bill. After we talked about him, I guess his ears were burning because we were talking about Bill and John and whether or
Okay,
not
so she is a Woma python. I found it. My light shot is not working
your African
properly.
gray hates you, John. It was really cool to see you and Bill H fly together, John. And you know, I know Bill was running from you. I think even when I was down there training with Kylo Glee, they nobody. I think Bill may be the one that told me. He was like, "Yeah, there was a lady there that was flying. I don't know if her name was Susan. I could be wrong."
I had
He's
never
like,
heard of
"Yeah,
them before, but
she's
there's a
kind of
picture of
new
it.
and she don't want anybody flying near her." And it looked like that was the way for the whole group. They didn't want nobody flying near them. Stay away from me. Fly in your own zone. Which
I'm okay with that.
I can't blame people for that. You know, hey, if you want to be cautious and stay away from other people, I'm fine with that. I don't mind getting close. I do not like getting lower than the pilot in front of me because then you'll get in a prop wash and that sucks because it makes your wing bounce all over the place. But other than that, it's not bad.
I would just be worried that there's some idiot that's like, I'm gonna do a wingtip and not tell you. A tip touch.
You wanted to land on his wing, John. I saw Bill's. Oh, I watched Bill's video just right before the show, part 3 anyway, where Bill had already landed and John Wayne was walking over, carrying his wing, just looking like I'm freaking beat. I'm ready to go back to the house. That's what it looked like. He didn't say that, but that's what it looked like. I'm done. I'm done. Close is fine if we're on comms. Trash bag, I can't fault that. I completely understand that, especially if you
And
got
if it's
comms.
somebody that you trust, but hanging out with a bunch of people that you don't know,
See,
get the fuck away from me.
I agree. If it's people you know and you trust, I think it's okay. But like, say you're flying at Bad Apples, I wouldn't want some random dude flying next to me coming to try to do a tip touch, and I don't know who he
Fucking
is.
Chucky.
I mean, oh my God,
Fucking Chucky.
Chucky. But yeah, I'm
Fucking
not a
Chucky.
fan of, people forcing themselves over next to you. It's like, no, I don't know. There you go. Send it to Bill H.
I don't have nuts, trash bag. I mean, I do. I got 3 pounds in there in a bag, but they're not on me currently.
She don't. Where's my nuts? Oh, okay. We're
In my
good.
purse.
I got a refill. Hold on a second.
Just had to order more flavoring. They don't have the pear.
Fire. Do you burn coils?
Yes, I'm re-wicking my shit because somebody else won't do it. All right. Look how nice that looks. It's all nice and fluffy. Fluffy. Um, it's so fluffy. Yeah, I want critters, but I don't want to have to take care of said critters. So that creates a problem because they need to be taken care of. And I didn't get that one beardy because I have 3 cats and I don't necessarily trust them to not try to eat it. So I think 2 of them would be okay, but I don't know if Bandit would try to eat it.
The main thing I'm interested in trying at the fly-in is that Ace Pro 2 camera I got. Oh, I'm sorry, Vector. He's probably not been charged in who knows how long.
Get trapped on the crap on your desk.
I'm gonna hook that camera to my headset wirelessly. From what I saw in my testing,
I'd have to get a saltwater tank for a seahorse.
it doesn't pick up what Gaggle says, but it still hears me and everything. But it takes out all that noise that I was getting in my videos. So if it works like that, I'm down with that. I will use it that way. People don't need to hear Gaggle talking.
What I need to do is find a friend that has critters.
That has
so
critters.
I can just go play with their critters and then go home.
Buy a seahorse. You know, I had aquariums when I was in Georgia, and honestly, freshwater is not bad. Saltwater aquariums are such a pain in the butt, man. I can't even begin to tell you. If you could do the slightest thing wrong, and it will kill every saltwater fish you got. So
That's
especially
more
if you
my
get soap.
speed is
Say you got soap on your hands and you touch the water, it'll kill every fish in there. So don't do that if you go over to a friend's house and they got a saltwater tank.
Ladies, can you not do that, please?
Volunteer Humane Society. There you go. Well, she could do that, but I mean, we got a full-time job. When
They
we
don't
supposed
really
to go?
have raccoons and shit there. And then
No.
then I'd have to be part of,
We'd have to go to a
putting-
wildlife rescue place, and then I could just see you. But I want to bring him home. No, they're gonna take.
I could go volunteer at the Virginia Living Museum. They got possums and beavers and otters and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had aquariums. That's not anything that I.
Yeah, cloud chakra. It's hard to keep everything right, and the salinity of the water. You got to keep it. It was a pain, dude. I had a little dory fish, clownfish, lionfish.
You don't know what a dory fish is?
I don't
blue
remember
tang.
Oh yeah, there you go. I was gonna say I couldn't remember the name of the fish. And I had yellow tangs in there too, and I didn't. I had a little cleaner shrimps in there. It was really cool because that was a 300-gallon, 300 or 400-gallon, maybe it's 350-gallon acrylic tank. And when I got that tank, it was all scratched up. So I bought the acrylic polishing compound. And at that point, I was too big, obviously, but my son was able to get in there and polish the inside of that thing, which took forever. But we got that thing sparkling. And it looked nice when I had it. But
I saw a video
I'll let
of
all that
somebody
go.
that had baby otters.
Oh, you froze.
Those little motherfuckers are menaces to society, but they're so damn cute. Yeah, there's shit everywhere.
Oh,
They had pulled the rugs, the towels, the shower curtain, everything in the bathroom was in the bathtub. And when their person came home, they all ran out excited to see him, like, "Come look what we did in the bathroom." It was adorable, but not in my house.
so, well, trash. I know John Wayne and Bill probably knows, and I know Will does, but if Trash Bag's familiar with Jade, Flying Flamingo, if that helps. Her husband Eric, they're the ones that got Linda in the air when she took her tandem flights, and Eric's been battling cancer for years, and Eric passed away a couple days ago, and it's really sad. Eric was a cool guy. I mean, I didn't even know him that well, and the first time he said something, he was like, "Come on up here, man. I'll take you up on a tandem flight." And I was like, "Seriously? You don't even know who I am?" But he was more than willing to take me up on his paramotor back then. And that, I mean, I was like, I can't go to Michigan. I can't drive to Michigan. But I mean, the offer was there if I would have took it. You know who she is? Okay, Trash Bag. Yeah, but Eric passed away, unfortunately. So Jade's under a lot of stress right now. I hope everything works out. Well, the good thing is she's got some close friends with her, so she's not alone. Just like I don't think Shane wasn't alone either when Krista passed. So I think it's good to be around people like that when they lose a loved one. They don't, because they can't think right at the time. So being there to help them out is always good. I hope Jade does well. I know Eric is in a better place now. He is obviously out of all of his pain, which is great. I saw that flyover they did with the planes. That was pretty cool, Linda. They did like the missing man
formation.
Yeah, well, they didn't do the formation. They did 3 straight planes, and then they took the last plane and it veered off to the right, which is still the same type of deal, but it was just different. They were regular, like Cessna planes, single engine, single prop planes. I don't know the exact plane. I can't quote you on that. Yeah, Bonnie and Brian was there. Bonnie and Brian Franz. Yep. I saw that Bonnie and Brian posted their equipment for sale, right? And I don't know if Jade's the one that posted it up for him or not, but I felt the need to, because Bonnie and Brian never got into the air. And the comment under that said that they paid for training and then Brian got hurt during training and they didn't get their full training. And then I was like, wow, I didn't know that. And then Bonnie said that, Brian got hurt and they just thought it wasn't for them. So they're going to go get a sports pilot's license and fly a regular plane, which is great. I just didn't want them to be disappointed in their decision, if that makes any sense. I didn't want them to not, be happy with their decision. Don't sell all your, that would be like, hey, let me take my paramotor and sell it and then regret it like 2 weeks later. I would be pissed because then it'd be gone. I mean, yeah, you could probably buy another one. Who knows how long it would take you, but I don't have multiple paramotors. I'm not Tucker Gott, but he could get rid of one. Like, that's okay. I got 8 more I can fly. I'm good. Cloud Sucker's planning a mod heist. What? Did I mess it up because I put let me try that again. Let me see if it works that way because I didn't get, I hope it didn't bet me twice. I don't think I can get in the car 2 times. But yeah, Munchkin took the last seat. Oh, here we go. We're about to die. We're going to die in the sex pond.
It's empty.
Or somebody's going to knock something. I know the sex pond
There's
is
only
empty
like
right
an inch
now.
of water in it.
We're gonna have to get Dire Thing to update the descriptions for some of this stuff. We got some vicious ants. What's up? We gonna get paid. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, boy. Is Peanut in here? I haven't seen him yet, Creed. He usually shows up like mid-show. We shall see. Yeah, we need new text. We do our thing. You're really good at doing that because you've done it. You did it to start off with no, I gave no input whatsoever. He came up with all this stuff, guys. So I think he did a pretty damn good job. So, yeah.
Why is Home Depot advertising water heaters at me? What have you been talking about when I'm not around?
I have not said anything about water heaters.
We don't need a water heater, Home Depot. Thank you.
I did get one from Woot, which is weird. Do you remember I got one of those instant
A water heater?
Yeah. I got one. I doubt you could take a shower with it. I think it only does a gallon a minute or something. It would be a sprinkle, if anything, and it's electric. But it would work if I hooked a shower thing to it and had some kind of water flow going into it with a pump. It would work. But if Shane comes to soar the shore, I'm surprised I said that right. I get tongue tied on that, and so does Shane every time he says it. Sure. It's soar the shore. 2025. If he comes this year, he's going to be bringing his shower and stuff, so we'll be able to take a shower in well water, which is what the normal shower is anyway. I haven't won a vicious ant.
So, I do have a broom and a dustpan, and I've already planned that I will be buying soap for that bathroom.
Yeah.
Instead of the bar of soap that's literally stuck to the sink that's been there for the past 3 fucking years. So I'm buying soap and I'm going to bring a basket, or just a cheap little plastic basket to put on the back of the toilet with paper towels and extra toilet paper and a trash bag for people to throw the trash away. And I will be cleaning that bathroom again because it's gross. And if I'm going to go in there and take a shower, I want to be able to put my clothes on top of the toilet seat or somewhere. And yeah.
I couldn't even find that the last time I looked for it, Creed. Yeah, the weird thing is the last couple, not the last couple of the fly-ins, but the ones before that, there was not that many people there. And I started putting on the USPPA website. And ever since then, more and more people have been showing up to it. So for some reason, I don't know who did this, but they did finally, I emailed USPPA, I don't know how many times, about their website being messed up and the events page. They finally fixed it. But somebody posted an event 3 times. So it's in there 3 times before you get down to Soar the Shore, because I only posted it once. I don't know why they would put it in there 3 times, but they did. Somebody needs to delete 2 of them.
Well, John Q, last time we went, I actually I brought cleaning supplies and I cleaned the toilet. But I ran out of paper towels, so I didn't get to wipe down like the base of the toilet. So I had everything. I have like a little, it's a portable trash can that collapses that I had my shampoo and stuff in. So I had that sitting on top of the toilet seat, and everything was kind of Jenga'd on top of it because I didn't want it to touch nothing.
To know what Cherokee bought that's more useful than a paramotor.
There's lots of things that are more useful than a paramotor.
You know
car,
what?
a motorcycle.
And I see where a lot of people see it that way, right? But say a flood comes I could take off and be in the air, and I would be not in
How?
the
Your
water.
fucking wing's gonna be all wet.
Then what's
Where are you gonna lay your wing out?
if it's raining? I mean, you can fly in the rain too, so it's not a big deal. But
That's
there's not
why
a lot of
That's
situations.
why I cleaned the bathroom, John Q. There is a lid on the toilet. I'm not just sitting it on the rim and hoping for the best. There's a lid. That I
Man,
also
I did put the beer frother in the cart. Munchkin moved it out of the cart. I don't know why she did that, but I did have the beer frother in there.
exactly, Wally.
I do want the
I'll
beer
take a
frother.
boat instead of a fucking paramotor in case of a flood.
I got a 2014 CB 1000R. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I loved motorcycles, don't get me wrong, but and you know what? Out of all the motorcycles, as far as the CBR goes, if that's what you mean, Hondas, I think I felt the safest on. I could literally ride a wheelie on a Honda motorcycle way easier than any other motorbike I tried. I had a Ninja ZXR and it just didn't feel comfortable. I don't know how to explain it. It didn't. And I was like, nah. But the Honda, I got on it and it was like, boom, no problem. But I do like Honda motorbikes. The main reason I didn't want to keep it and I end up selling my bike is because I
You
lived in
Georgia?
Atlanta and there's a lot of crazy drivers in Atlanta.
All of them.
I end up trading it for a truck that ended up catching on fire, but whatever. It is what it is. Ooh, a Ducati. There you go. Ducati, you know, it's funny they bring up Ducati because that's what they had on the Matrix. They had all them Ducatis on that truck. And I was like, oh, look at all them brand new bikes. That was a cool scene when they raced through the expressway on a Ducati. That's pretty nice. The fizzy bike back in the day. The fizzy bike. Okay. I don't know. $5,000. I guess that's not bad. 2014. 4,500 miles. The mileage is nice and low. I like that. Beautiful machines, but maintenance whores. Your son has a Ducati. His wife won't let him ride it? Wow, John. Wow. His wife won't let him ride it. You know, I will attest to one thing. And your wife's probably the same way, John Wayne. Munchkin, I show her some of these paramotor videos and they show these dudes doing low acro and stuff. She's like, if you ever do that, you ain't gonna fly anymore.
No, I'd have that shit sold before he fucking landed.
So, you know, the good thing is I have no desire to do that. I think you're already risking your life up in the air. Why push the boundary further by trying to do stunts, especially close to the ground?
The difference between a motorcycle and a paramotor, though, right, is motorcycles are perfectly fine if you are not surrounded by other fucking morons that don't know how to drive. And just on our way home every day, I would not want to be on I almost bought a motorcycle when I was a title examiner just because I thought they were cool as shit and I could avoid a lot of traffic and go zoom real fast.
Damn,
but
John, that was like a cushion.
People on the interstate, there's no way. There's no way. All it takes is for one person not paying attention and you're dead. Not I've got a squished in bumper, you're dead.
You know, lately at work, we got a receptionist now that actually answers the phone. When she takes off work, which she did yesterday, I absolutely hate it because for some reason they think that I'm the main person to answer the phone once she's gone. So I end up having to answer the phone most, and the phone rang off the hook yesterday. I was getting mad because I couldn't do anything else but answer the phone. I was trying to do work and the phone would ring and then it would ring again. Oh, it just sucked. It was a crash more than a landing. John, you don't crash, bud. You might slide in a time or two. I mean, maybe you did. Well, I'm glad you're okay. But I'll be honest with you. As far as now, trike, when I fly the trike, except for that first one I did over at Charles City, that one where I almost hit my truck, that was the worst trike landing I've ever had.
You didn't almost hit your truck though. You just thought you were
It
almost
looked
going to hit
like I
your
was
truck.
going to hit my truck. So that one scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, it was a crash. Well, I'm sorry, John. Hopefully
Yeah,
everything's
John Q, that
okay.
doesn't sound
You're
fun.
okay. That's good. But every landing since then on the trike has gotten easier and easier and easier. Now, as far as foot launching goes, the only good foot launch landings I've had has been reverse launch winds. So like 10 mile an hour. I do got that one's on my hangout page where I did touch and goes. It only shows one, but I did multiple. I did like 5 or 6 touch and goes, and it was so easy to keep the wing up because we had 10 mile an hour laminar wind. So I would just come in and basically touch down. Every other landing I've done on my when I do foot launch has been bad. So I'm hoping if this flying goes well that's coming up, I'm hoping I can take the paramotor off the trike and do another foot launch and actually get me a standard stand-up foot launch landing. That would be nice. Just because I haven't really done it. Not to where I feel like I've done it. You know what I mean? But now I know I've got my brakes dialed in now. I took out the slack. There was so much slack in that BGD glider. I'm starting to know now I know why John has the Dudek Universal. Apparently, according to Andrew Fuller, Dudek's wings are some of the most durable wings on the market. I did not know that. I knew they were cool looking. I did not know they were way more durable than other wings. The way they stitch them, everything about the wing is better. So maybe I should get a Dudek wing.
You can't afford a Dudek wing.
I can't afford a secondhand wing, let alone a Dudek wing. But yeah, I think John and Bill both have a Dudek Universal 1.1. And those are good wings. I know when I trained with Kyle O'Glee, it was a Mac Charger 2, I think. I don't know if it's a 2 or the 1, but I really like that wing. It had a lot of control. It was really easy to turn, but I still felt safe on it. And I've only flown that wing and the one that I own now. So I've only had 2 wings ever. So I don't have a lot of, hey, yeah. You got a universal, but you fly the solo. Oh, okay, John. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was mainly the universal.
John Q, you can try to convince him as much as you want, except for the fact that we literally don't have that money, so he couldn't buy it even if he really wanted to.
I'll put it this way. Wings now, they've went way up in price. You used to buy them around $3,500 to $3,800. Now wings are more in the $4,000 to $4,500 range. And that's every wing on the market. So even if there was no tariff or anything like that, the wings would still increase in price. It's just the nature of the beast. Prices go up on everything. house prices have gone stupid. We see houses every day that go for sale, and I've watched houses that are way smaller than the one we own go for way more money that we paid for this house. And it just blows my mind. I'm like, even the person today, that was a 2-bedroom house with 1 bath
in Portsmouth
for
$229.
$250,000.
It was $229.
Oh, okay. Well, it was still more expensive than what we paid. Why does this stupid iCloud thing keep
Yeah,
going
and
up?
it's in Portsmouth, the armpit of the 7 cities. Hey, hello, Boots. Damn. Apparently, she thought my hair was a cat toy. Just jumped up and grabbed my ponytail. What's gotten into you?
Titanium rods took him 5 years to ride again. Wow, Scott. You know, speaking of which, I had some buds in Georgia. Now, this was when I was way younger. Way young. I was in my 20s, to give you an idea. And they both had brand new bikes, and they wanted to tune them. And so I was the computer guy, right? So they had the device to upgrade the tuning on the bike. And I said, sure, I can do that, no problem. So I hooked up their bikes to this program, tuned their bikes, both of them. They pulled out of that parking lot. And, you know, the first thing you're going to do when you got a brand new tuned bike is take off. Well, they did, but the problem is somebody pulled out in front of them. So not even a quarter mile down the road, I'd say 4 businesses down, that's where somebody pulled out in front, and they both side hit right into this car. Both of their motorcycles caught on fire and burnt to a crisp. And I sat there and watched them pull that thing up, pull both of them up onto the tow truck looking like a burnt biscuit. It was bad. They didn't get hurt, which I was surprised. They did have on full gear. Thank goodness they did. But it was because that car pulled out in front of them. But yeah, their bikes were toast.
I don't know that you can necessarily choose a pattern. They got like preset ones, but you can have names and shit put on.
Oh yeah, you can choose not the pattern, but you can choose the colors. You can also have your company logo or whatever logo you want put on the wing. Some of them will do an overlay over the wing, just basically putting stickers on the wing, making sure that it's on there good. And then the other ones will actually sew it into the fabric. So it just depends. Like Tucker got Risky put on his wing, which I'm sure he got done for free, so that doesn't count, but it
you should
does
just
bring
have
up
one
the price.
covered in biscuits.
You'd be surprised,
why'd you bite
though.
me,
Hey,
shithead?
Breeze, look, I put this background on just for you, Breeze.
Stop biting me.
It reminds me of the Scuba's Hangout stand that I have, so I had to put the background on for you. That was for you.
I always love a good nap.
So so what was I talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, the wing. Yeah. It doesn't really bring the price up that much. So if you wanted to personalize your wing, it's not actually that much more expensive. I'd say about $300 more. That's for colors. Now, if you want your name or something on there, I could see that going up to around $600. But you're already paying, like I said, like $4,000 for the wing anyway. So if you're gonna do it and you really want your name on the wing or something, this is the thing, guys. I mean, people might see your name on the wing. Are they gonna know? Like, even Mr. Sutherland, Charlie Soap, his logo is very prominent on his wing, but he bought his wing, I don't know how long ago, and he still flies that son of a gun to today. But it's a cool looking wing, and he flies a bejesus out of that thing. You see Scuba with a little diver. Breeze, look at all the hearts when Breeze comes in here and just hearts go flying everywhere.
Breeze.
You don't want anyone to know it's you flying, John?
None of our
could
cats
have a geriatric PPG stamped right on your wing. You
go after our feet typically.
They'll say, "What's your YouTube?" It's on my wing. You didn't see my damn wing? If
Ow.
you didn't see that, then you don't need to see my channel. That's what I'm saying.
She's on her little ramp scratching pad, and every time I go to pet her, she bites me.
Breeze took a screenshot of me. You want me to move here? You can take a picture. That's all the time you get. If you can get it there, that's too bad. Breezy is beloved. Exactly, John Q. See, even John Q knows. Breeze is the bomb.
No, she's not a toe biter. She's just a biter in general. I mean, she wasn't biting me hard or anything.
That's because Breeze is really cute. She said you used to be. She used to could be cute. I don't think anything's changed, Breeze. You're fine. I got I'm down 17 pounds and I still got I'm right in. If I lose like 3 or 4 more pounds, I'll be fine.
I'm really excited about the new tent.
We need to put that up this weekend.
We do.
So yeah, Munchkin, that new tent that Munchkin got, we'll never get it back in that little bitty box that it came in, which I think would be great to take there.
Watch me, bitch. It's in a bag. We're not shoving it back in the box.
I get that, but it's still going to be hard to get it back in
We
that bag
did not
again.
intend to, Jason. Mine was in the dryer de-wrinkling. I had already chosen my shirt when I saw him come walking out of the bathroom from his shower, and he was wearing his.
Oz,
but yes, we did twin it up today.
You have noticed it. We both noticed it. Well, Munchkin noticed it first. She was like, what the hell? We're wearing the same crap. We both have on jeans with a blue and white striped shirt. And it was by accident completely. Trust me. I don't know how we ended up wearing. I mean, they're not exactly the same, but they're pretty damn close.
The other day I didn't point it out, but we were both wearing black pants and a rust-colored shirt too. But
we have the same clothes for work. I mean, we just go to work looking boring. Twinsy shirts, yeah.
I keep telling Jeff that he needs to buy us all polo shirts, so I don't have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna wear every morning. All I gotta do is pick out pants.
He could get us shirts. It'd be nice.
He could.
I would want them to be long so that I can wear them without having to tuck them in.
He needs to do a better job than my last boss that brought us all work shirts, because they're like, why aren't you wearing your work shirt? And I'm like, yeah, I can't wear my work shirt. So why not? I was like, because I don't know where you bought them from, but I just look like a set of boobs coming at you, because it was very tight and squished the girls up underneath my chin, and it was not work appropriate for the courthouse.
Yeah, Linda, that reminds me, we're supposed to
trying to steal this, ma'am?
From what I understand, Lisa's supposed to come take us to lunch or something for our birthdays. Now, when she plans on doing that, I have no idea. But considering my boss's birthday,
shut up, Will.
Will, how far back in the show are you, dude?
He's being an ass. Stop stealing my nail file, you
Yes,
twat.
my arms are getting skinnier. That's where I lose my weight for in my face. My face will look slimmer. I don't know if you can tell, but if you go back probably 2 weeks,
you
you'll
stop it?
see, because I've only been on this diet for 12 days. So if you can go back 2 weeks and look at a show, and then I'll
Yeah,
see if I look different.
his
I need to
his
look
collar's
myself.
all jacked up. I got this from Sam's Club, and I'm very disappointed that they don't have other colors because the material is super soft and it's not extremely tight. Like all the clothes, all the shirts now are form fitting and they all have spandex in them. And I don't need anything to cling to me that tightly. I look like a snake that just ate. Nobody wants to see that shit. Um,
Well,
I
thank you,
just can
Will.
I just get a t-shirt? Can I just get a t-shirt? I did buy because I realized I don't have any long sleeve shirts that are casual. So I ordered 2 shirts that are long sleeves and
Let me
three
see if I
pairs of
can bring
stretch
this up
pants
so I can.
and a new pair of shoes. And a new pair of flip-flops that are supposed to be shower flip-flops
Why
so
does
I
this
don't have
do this? I'm not a
so
robot. What?
so I can wear them in the shower at the fly-in. No, thank God, John Q. Um, Shoes and purses are the only thing I don't ever have to worry about not fitting. That's why I love them. I mean, you can get a little bit of weight in your feet, but not
There we
enough to
go.
change your shoe size, I don't believe.
All right, I'm gonna try to bring this up and show y'all. Maybe Will can give me his input real quick. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can add this to the screen here. Window capture is right there.
I
That
mean,
window.
thankfully, my feet have stayed the same
All right.
size.
So hopefully y'all can see this. This is a shirt that Ready to Paramotor has coming out, right? And I can't even, there we go. I can scroll a little bit. So me and Matt Gregg were talking about this, and I mean the shirt's not
Water
cheap.
fountain will
I mean
fly.
the shirt's $50, obviously. It's very similar to the shirt that Matt sent me, that explored the ether, but this is his own design. It's got the flag coming down. And what the whole debacle was is should he remove the Ready to Paramotor logo, or should he make it smaller?
I think he should make it smaller over on off to the side like a polo, or put that logo full size on the back.
No, I'll have to show you the back. The back is awesome. So what I told Matt was, because he was like, what are you, get out of here.
Who's harassing you? Did Boots come in there?
She's in here eating plastic. Damn it.
Invite him.
So Matt was like, hey, could you ask some of your buds, what do they think? Should I remove the logo completely or what? And I'm like, this is what I think, Matt. Before
What's the back look like?
Before I even ask, I think you should make the logo smaller because you don't want to cover up the flag like that. So make the logo smaller. And he could literally put the logo on like your left boob and
Yeah,
leave
like
the flag
like the little alligator on
by
a polo
itself.
shirt. Yeah.
Let me see if I can show you all the back. All right. So there's the back. So it says, we hold these truths to be self-evident that not all paramotor pilots are created equal. Some are just more crazy than others. That's the back. So you have no room to put it on the back, and he's got a logo going down the sleeve.
That does not. I don't like that.
You don't like that? I think it's pretty cool. I mean, for a shirt design, it's pretty cool.
It just needs to say some are crazier than others, not some are just more crazy.
Some are just more crazy than others. Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah, that's too wordy. Um,
Yeah, I mean, he has until 8 a.m. to make changes. So, there y'all go. Yeah, let me know what smaller logo, bigger logo on the back. Well, I showed you the back, so you can see where that really can't be changed because it takes up the entire back.
either that or make that the ready to paramotor more transparent because it's overpowering.
Very hard to read. I'm sorry. I can probably try and do that better. Let me
No,
see.
I don't think they're talking about your image. I think they're talking about the script he used. The font is difficult to read. It just
Uh,
doesn't flow very well.
he
Um,
tried to do it in the same as the Bill of Rights type
yeah. But
logo.
the ready to paramotor logo, because of the coloring, is very overpowering and almost looks. I don't.
In a darker or lighter gray. Yeah. I mean, I like the shirt I got from him, that Explore the Ether shirt, but I really like that shirt right there. Here, hold my beer on the back, right?
Hey, y'all, watch this.
That's what we probably need on a paramotor. Hey, y'all, watch this, because you
Mhm.
know that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, except for when you hear, "Hey, y'all, watch this." Whatever happens next is
I,
never good.
I
So,
need a shirt that's just got a logo on the front, and then on the back it says, "Somebody go wake Will up."
right.
I think
Where's
that would be an
Will?
awesome shirt. Somebody
Yeah,
go wake Will fly
the quote
up.
on the back is too long. If you're gonna do something like that, just put the fucking prayer on the back and shit. you know, so you don't. I mean, yeah, I don't. Yeah, the phrasing on the back is too long and too wordy. I get the gist of it,
Well,
but
I told him to make the logo smaller. I said, that way you can still.
or we hold these truths to be self-evident that not all people are created equal. Some are paramotor pilots. I think that would be better. Just saying. It's my contribution.
So yeah, when I talked to Matt about it, I was like, make the logo smaller. You don't want to cover the flag, and I was like, that way, because he was talking about removing the logo altogether. I was like, no, you still want to promote your brand. You just don't want it in your face type brand. So bring the logo back some,
Well, you have the flag and the logo. Both can't be the fucking centerpiece. Pick one.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
But I think the thing on the back needs to be changed because it's too wordy. Yeah. I like what I just said that not all people are created equal. Some are paramotor pilots.
hey, watch, y'all won't believe this shit. Okay, well, those are definitely good ideas,
Or
Scott. I
look
mean,
what I can do.
I could sling them at Matt. Matt is pretty quick at responding to me. I'll give him full credit. He's not been. I don't think he watches the show. I know he has the link. I know he knows who I am, but I don't think he watches the show. But
Yeah, I like the first part, right? But I don't like the second part. So I think that can be changed. That we hold these truths to be self-evident. Um, all people are created equal, except some of us are paramotor pilots, or something along that. Not the crazy part. It's just too wordy.
I'm gonna put that. We hold these truths to be self-evident. What now?
I don't know. I can't see the back of the shirt no more. I forgot what it said.
All right, let me show the shirt again. We hold these truths to be self-evident that not all paramotor pilots are created equal.
Okay, so not all people are created equal. Some are paramotor pilots. That's what it should say.
Wait, we hold these
Hey,
truths to be
Chevy.
self-evident. Not all people are created Equal. Let me see. You said the other one was if he just took his own designs. You said some are just more crazy than others. You should change it to
Some are crazier than others. King Cobra, people would have to bust out a dictionary for that, including me. Now I'm going to have to Google that to see what the
crazier.
fuck that means. Yeah. We don't want to talk about stairways to heaven when they're flying. That's the exact opposite of what they want. No,
Some are
it
just
says
more
it
crazy than
is
others.
crazier, not more crazy. It says Stairway to Heaven when I Googled it.
Small logo on the left boob, larger logo on the back. Done. There you go. One unit sold it all this week. 45K. You go, Chevy. Get your sell on. I would say I can't sell anything to anybody, but you know, I would be wrong because some people buy stuff when I recommend it, and I still don't know how that's a thing. I should have a damn affiliate link or something so I can make 3 cents off each sale.
No, but that might be a good quote to put on like to have embroidered on their. You could put that on your wing. You could put that on your little on your harness straps.
What?
What King Cobra said. It says it means to the skies. When I googled it, it said stairway to heaven. But
Oh, ad calum.
Calum, yeah,
And what does it mean now? It
it's either
means
to the skies or stairway to heaven.
to the skies. Hmm.
Kitty.
That's a nice short logo. Yeah, Matt's not answering me. Maybe he's in bed or something. He usually
9:30.
answers right away. I swear if that's that same lady, I don't remember that last lady's name that I blocked. The one that acted like she wanted to be a paramotor pilot, and then I figured out no, it's some bot or crazy person. I think they're asking to be my friend again. I'm like, seriously?
Brisket.
Brisket is delicious. I love brisket. It's not cheap, but I can smoke a full blown brisket and it's delicious.
You
We
don't have any
we
boundaries
don't
at all, do
have
you,
we
man?
don't keep it long enough to really know because we'll smoke that brisket and it'll be gone like the next day. We'll eat half of it that night and then the other half the next day, and it's like all the brisket's gone. I mean, we did save some the last time, a little bit off the point, but they're not cheap and they take a long time to smoke. Holy crap.
I mean, for what you get out of them, they're not that expensive.
Yeah, I guess. I can't force people to take that immediately.
I mean,
It's your new
pound for
business
pound,
life.
really, it's cheaper than ribeye.
Ad calum.
I mean, we can buy a whole brisket for the same price you can get 2 good ribeyes and eat on those a lot fucking longer.
This is the problem with that saying that ad calum. 90% of the paramotor pilots aren't going to know what the hell that means.
That's why I said they'd have to bring a dictionary, but it would be a cool little quote to put on a koozie or, some type of equipment where, you would know what it says. Albie, how you doing? See, I mentioned steak, and here comes Albie. He's like, did somebody say meat?
it, what does it say? It means
Kitty cat.
to the skies.
Why doesn't she ever come in there and harass you? Why don't you go harass Daddy? Go climb on him. Go climb on him.
Okay, I sent both of those ideas to Matt. I put the ad column in there. We'll see what they come up with. He has until 8 o'clock in
No,
the morning.
you're supposed to keep the second one for you.
Oh, well, it's okay. I'm not like I'm gonna make shirts.
I've
Look at Mr. Immortal up in the chat.
I recognize the second one, but not the first one.
All these people keep dying off, Albie, and here you are, still around, mister Immortal. Where the sky becomes your highway and freedom has no speed limit. Damn. I'm going to have to copy that.
Yeah, I mean, you could put on the back, I was going to fly, but I'm still too scared to call Langley. That's fantastic. All right. See, all of these would be great ideas for little koozies you could get embroidered on your wing bag. Or what he needs to do is he needs to find somebody that sews and make a cover for his paramotor, so I don't have to move 9,000 things to drag that bitch up underneath the fucking tarp whenever it starts to rain.
Yeah, well, I think we've been doing pretty good about staying dry.
Some sort, John Q. Yeah, thanks to me.
I'm hoping this is the problem, right? Everybody knows, at least everybody that lives on the East Coast knows, that September is hurricane month. It is literally hurricane month. So
September and October.
What I want to happen, it's mainly September. I mean, it is big time September. So
you ain't lived here long enough to say that.
I'm hoping that any storms that are, because every soar the shore we've had has been, except for last year, has been postponed or canceled because there's a hurricane off the coast every mid-September. So throttle up, lift off, lift free. The world is smaller from up here. Scott, where the hell are you getting all these damn sayings from? I mean, that one's pretty good. I don't know if it is good as the other ones, but that's pretty good.
Well, I mean, unless you live somewhere with mineral rights, King Cobra.
And I apologize to most people in chat that are just vapors. They could give a crap less about the flying stuff.
I think they've all fucking given up.
They just gave up. They're just like, whatever.
You won't shut up. They're like, I guess this is what we're talking about now.
I apologize. I mean,
he's not sorry.
If you ever did it, you would understand the feeling I have when I get to do that. And I haven't flown since Memorial Day or whatever it was, I guess. So, and I didn't even fly that long, maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, Scuba's untrainable. He is. I am really excited about the tent though, y'all. It's 20 feet by 8 or 7 feet. And it's got a door on the side. So we'll be able to set the tent up, have both cots in the back with the little table so Scuba could stop spilling his drink in my tent. I bought and received a picnic blanket that is waterproof, but it's
Nice,
also
Osman.
soft to go underneath the cots. So we actually have like a little rug back there. We can put because I bought a table, right? This is another thing I bought. So she's stepping up her game. He can kiss my white ass. All right. If it wasn't for me, he'd still be sleeping in his truck and dropping his pee bottle and spilling it all over where. So that's what happened the one time he went without me is he slept in the front seat of his truck. So he can shut the hell up with that.
I
But
didn't have a tent at the time.
whatever.
Uh,
So the tent, I bought a table that's got these things that hang underneath it. Um, with like a zippered container so you can put all your food and shit in there and zip it up to keep other random fucking dogs from eating your buns,
well,
right?
thank you,
Um,
Chevy.
so it's small enough that we can actually put that in the tent too. So all of our food stuff will be in there. And then it's got the little screened in porch. So he can take his shoes off there instead of getting crud up all in my tent. And we'll have the tarp. It's not a tarp. What's it called? The canopy.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the big table out there that's going to have the Blackstone on it and my Keurig because yes, I take a Keurig camping with
Oh, you froze. Wait
it
for it.
with the
Now you're
electric
back.
refrigerator under there.
You said the
And
Keurig on go from the Keurig.
I said, yes, I take a Keurig camping with me. And we can, and it'll just clean it up and make it to where we can move around better out. And then we're going to have the fire pit. I have to bring the fire pit.
Yeah. I think the Keurig uses more power than anything out of what we bring.
Totally worth it.
But it is great to be able to just pop a pot in there and have coffee early in the morning when everybody else gets up to fly and Will is dead. If Will, I'm not saying Will's coming this year, but if Will's there, he will be dead asleep. And, I get it because morning flying, usually there's dew on the grass is wet.
Well,
You don't
and
want
the
to get your
fact that
wing.
it's fucking 6 a.m. I would love to still be asleep. It's just kind of hard to with 20 people revving their motors outside your damn tent.
And if you miss it, then you have to wait the whole day till sunset before you.
Oh,
That's a long time to wait. I mean, if you're gonna fly. Now, if you're just there for the social, hell yeah, sleep in. Why not?
look, John Q, if I can't afford a fucking camper, I'm gonna make my cosplaying homeless as cushy as I can make it. All right.
We need some more vape talk. Thanks, Cloud Chucker, you son of a gun.
Now I do my nails before we go, but I do make sure I bring my clippers and all that just in case.
I do need to
I
rebuild
can't.
my
I'm
tank,
trying
but
to
I don't
think. I
have enough
can't think
time.
of anything else. But I did tell him that this time
Nail
we are
station.
going to drag everything out of the basement and put it in the yard before he starts loading the truck. Because what he does is he'll just go grab shit one thing at a time and shove it in there and then realize he doesn't have any room because he's just literally got shit just crammed in there. He does not Tetris well at all. So I need to be involved.
I don't
Because
Tetris
I could
well.
no,
I got
you
it
do
all in
not.
there.
After I rearranged shit and had to put half of it in my car,
That's because we had too much shit.
I bought a smaller cooler for sodas too because the cooler we have is gigantic and it's unnecessary for soda and ice. So I should be able to fit more stuff in my trunk now. Um, and I've decided I'm not going to buy a bunch of food and stuff ahead of time because there's a food line literally right down the road. So once we get there and unpack, then I can go to Food Lion and buy all the food and snacks and stuff like that. That way I don't have to worry about
Yeah, that's
packing
a
it.
long quote, King Cobra, but I get it. Why can't I copy that? There it is.
Well, you don't need the second part. He's just translating it for you.
I know. What goes up must come down.
Well, as Kyle O'Glee says, he has never left somebody up there. So
We had to screw with Kyle O'Glee when you were there when we were kiting the wing. Kyle
yeah,
had
I
to
was
go
there.
into the pharmacy to work. and we were kiting in some high winds. And Kyle called us, and we were like, "Yeah, can you bring a ladder? We got to get what's his name out of the tree." And he thought that was funny, but yeah, we were just messing with him.
I mean, if we were
We
talking
need some
about
more
those other
vape
two
talk.
guys,
What vape wise can I teach you guys that you don't already know? I mean, landings
Uh,
are mandatory. You're right, trash bag.
I bought more flavoring from
Yeah.
Bull City. Got my 10% off coupon. Still costs $50 for 3 things of flavoring in 4-ounce bottles. I got more. Had to get more pear, but I had to get something else because they didn't have the pear I usually get. I got more cinnamon Danish, and I had to get more Bavarian cream.
That won't be happening anytime soon, John Q. I'm not ordering a new wing.
No,
My
we
wing is
still got to get married. I need to remind me to call York County on Monday and find out what their
suck and
deal
blow. That's vaping. Holy crap, John Wayne.
is. Pretty much. And John Wayne, there is so much innuendo. There isn't really anything you can talk about vaping wise that you can't turn dirty real quickly.
I'm
I can't
jealous of
believe how
John and Bill.
fast I'm
They get to
running
fly.
out of the pear because it only takes like 3 grams of pear. The Bavarian cream is 6 grams. So that makes sense that goes faster. But
It's funny how the days that I think that I could fly here, either the field's already taken because they're doing football practice, or the jets are constantly flying.
oh, Cherokee posted a link. He
So
said
it's
here's
like
some
I
vape
can't
ideas.
even fogger. You know, they had the foggers at my local vape shop. Yeah, I'm 21. What the hell? Yeah, they had those. And I was like, hey, do y'all got these foggers? Well, we don't, due to ongoing custom delays and the new tariff.
Isn't that the one we saw over at Sabrina's house on the 4th of July?
Isn't what? The Switch.
The Fogger Switch. Why is it spelled Foger? That's not how you spell Fogger.
Yeah, it's
That's
got 2 G's.
Foger.
The one that I saw for sale looks like it's a switchable system that you can take the battery off and put on a new pod. But they said they had them and they sold out and they haven't got any more in because of China, blah, blah, blah.
John Q, I'm just saying, if he wants to do that, that's fine. I'm the one that gets the tax refund. He's the one that owes, so that's entirely up to him.
I'm not worried about getting a new wing at the moment. My wing is still perfectly
Oh, look at
fine.
John Q volunteering for y'all to get us a wedding present, and you can get a new wing.
That would be amazing. And nothing else for real, John Q. That would be crazy expensive, but you know, what do you go with? The Charger 2, I've always loved that wing. Or Dudek has proven themselves. I don't know why Ozone sells so much. I mean, I guess because they're a more popular brand. But if Dudek is even better, why not just go Dudek? So John Wayne has a Dudek Solo, and then he has a Universal 1.1, which I'm sure flies just fine. They fly those all the time, so why not? The only thing with my current wing is it's a Class A wing, so when I want to turn, I got to pull pretty hard on the brake to turn. Now,
it's because you're flying the Cadillac of wings.
it is a Cadillac, but I did tighten up the brakes, so I don't have to pull as much. That was my main problem with landing before. I was pulling brake and it wasn't doing anything because there was so much slack in the lines, and I just never adjusted them. So when you get a new wing, you definitely have to take out some of that slack that they put in there from the factory, because
I already have
otherwise
a
you need to
gravy
take a
boat.
wrap. Otherwise you ain't gonna get any flare. So, but I think I got that fixed now. It pretty much flares right where it's supposed to, right at my shoulders. And that's where you want it to start flaring. And then as you land, you just finish it out. It's very simple. You know what, Trash Bag? You might be right. Just because that's what Tucker Got flies a lot. That's the popularity of Ozone. Use your tip steer and brake to turn. Yeah. See, I can't even do tip steering on my wing because it doesn't have it.
John Q, he's been watching drone videos. I told him, we're not doing that shit again. I've already painted myself blue for you once. It ain't happening twice.
I even started, look, I almost have fingernails now. You can see the white on my nails. I have not bit my nails in I don't know how long now. I hate having nails. I absolutely hate it. Look, I got a mark where I was working on my car. I put a dash cam in my car because of an incident that happened.
He thinks those are long nails.
No, they're not long. I wouldn't say they're long. But for me, once the white starts showing, that's when dirt starts, and it gets to be a pain in the butt. Tucker and Aviator both sell ozone. Yeah, I agree, John. And, you know, Ozone's good for what it is, but I'm not saying that, I would never say that they're the best wing out there. There's a lot, you know, and considering they're all similar in price, why not get what Dudek usually is cheaper, but they're better quality. They actually sew a lot more stitching into their wings. I mean, out of anything you're going to skimp out
What's
on,
the price point on them?
the price point ranges now
Oh, I will, pair mom.
between 3,800 to 4,800 usually. I'm thinking, and Kyle O'Glee pretty much summed it all up. He was like, look, the motor is an accessory. The motor is what pushes you into the air. If you're going to skimp out on anything, let it be the motor. Do not skimp out on the wing. The wing is what keeps you in the air. And I couldn't agree more. If you're going to spend more money on anything,
But
spend
he
it
bought
on
the
wing.
most expensive fucking motor there is.
Yeah,
The
well,
Mac Daddy
I
version.
bought that motor because they only had one. And I got the factory R. I just wanted, because I'm not a light dude. I'd love to just fly Atom 80 around. The gas that you save on the Atom 80 is crazy.
If you had to run the length of half of a fucking football field every time you took off, you definitely lose some weight.
Right? And you know, you can, my first flight video is on YouTube. I definitely had to run pretty far to get in the air. Hello,
Hey, CDC.
hello, Cedo. You see, I can't even talk. Hey, CDC. So
Halo.
I had to run a little further with the Atom 80, but you know what? It got me in the air, and I was every bit of how I think I was at least 230
we're going back
pounds.
to the tent. So Linda, listen. He bought a new controller for his LED lights because he was claiming that it broke.
It was broke.
Except for now that they both work. So now we have an extra set of LED lights. So I said, all right, because I bought the little light bulbs that you hang around like your canopy tent, right? And they're solar and they are so dim, so very dim, and they were also very cheap. So he bought some replacements. But we could put LED lights around the tent. So, yeah, I am going to turn this thing into a glamping trip. I just can't think of more shit to buy. Now, I'm not buying I was looking on Etsy, right? And it had a lot of the camping setups for
Great trash bag. Especially me being 240.
There was some in one direction that are a little much. I'm not bringing a fucking headboard. Okay, that's a bit much. But most of the ones that we were looking at were the people that go to the different festivals and shit. Um, I'm not bringing blow up furniture. I'm not bringing anything like that. I'm not bringing fuzzy fur blankets. We got some cheap blankets they had at Costco. Mine's got little ghosties on it.
Oh, Gojo's good stuff, Cherokee. I use it all the time.
But I want to be comfortable. So I've been shopping. Because if you're gonna make me sleep outside for 4 fucking days, I'm gonna be comfortable. I need
I gotta use the
alcohol,
bathroom.
and I need coffee, and I need a non-clammy pillow because I can't stand that. So they're little bags, dehumidifier bags, that you can hang in your tent. And according to what I read, the tent that I bought has a separator, so you can zip up and separate the rooms. So I think if we zip it all up and hang that in the back, because I can't go to sleep on a damp, clammy pillow. That's gross. Hell, if I have to, I'll throw it in the car and turn the heat on high just to dry it out before bedtime. But that's where I draw the line. I don't like damp bedding. We can't afford one, Chevy. They're too fucking expensive. Um, and if we could afford one, it would probably need so much fucking work. Yeah. We've got a generator, Albie. 2 generators, actually. We only bring one of them with us. But that's a good idea, Wally. I could oh, I could buy some of the ones where you use the vacuum cleaner to suck all the air out of it, and that would make it easier to pack. Well, only one way because I'm not taking the vacuum cleaner with us. That's a very good idea, though. I could bring a trash bag and just put my pillow in there and contain it during the day because I can't do that. Yeah, he's got a generator that he got from Harbor Freight that runs the Keurig, and then we got an electric cooler, and that's what we put the meat and food in because I accidentally gave myself E. coli by drinking meat water. My hamburger meat opened in the cooler, and I was making beverages with the ice.
A solar
The
generator.
generator we have is fairly quiet, and it's so loud out there during the daytime. No, nobody notice. I mean, it's not nearly as loud as the generator that we had in Florida.
Oh, it's Gojo on steroids. Let me see what you're talking about, Gojo on steroids. I haven't seen multi-green. Yeah, I usually use the Gojo orange stuff that they have. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check into that one.
Now, Wally, I feel stupid because I never thought about that. Now I feel dumb.
Put the pillow in a plastic bag.
That's like the most obvious fucking. Yeah, that never even occurred to me. It was kind of gross, John. But I couldn't taste it, and it was dark, so I was just making beverages. Luckily, it hit me before we got on the road instead of once we started driving, because that would have been bad. Once it hit me,
Earplugs.
it hit me fast.
The sound is never that loud. Even the paramotors, when they take off, they're not that loud. Even in the morning, I mean, you can hear them. It may wake you up, but it's not loud.
Yeah,
It's not like disturbingly
earplug
loud. It's just like, oh, look, somebody's got a motor going,
I mean, it'll wake you up in the morning.
Yeah.
But I can't sleep heavily in a tent anyway because my ears are always listening.
I don't like to be the first one to take off anyway, so I'll let them go. Hey, go, take off. No problem.
Yeah, it was taste free, John Q. And when I tell you it hit me fast, it was damn fast. Um, In and out very quickly. Yeah, he's got what did you get that was like that, the portable power station? I can't
I
remember what
have
brand
a
you got.
Blue Eddy. I don't think
Yeah.
mine's 2400 watts. That one's probably more. Mine's 1300 watts, I think. But I pay considerably less.
Only to go pet at CDC.
That one's got way more USB ports, that's for sure. Holy crap, that one's got a lot of USB ports. But everything else about it, even the display
night, Will.
on that one looks identical to Blue Eddy's. And I have a solar panel for it, and my generator can charge it in no time. So I usually use my Blue Eddy to run my little fridge cooler.
Yeah, use the
And it'll
generator
run
to
all
charge that up.
night without having to see you, Will. It'll run all night without having to recharge it. So
And we can use that to plug in our little fan too.
of course, John Q. Gojo is the bomb for getting grease off. Especially if you're doing any kind of work with your hands and grease.
I always bought lava soap. Don't we have a thing?
Soap
Don't we
was
have like
not-
a jug of Gojo under our sink?
We probably do. I just haven't had to use it lately, but that Gojo, it's not like it goes bad. It's fine.
It's soap. Why would it go bad? Excuse me.
Looks more like a glob of white goo.
That doesn't sound
Lava
pleasant.
will remove skin. There you go, trash bag.
Can't have grease on your hands if you ain't got no skin left.
You know,
Well, that sounds way more pleasant, vaping Chevy.
It seems like we're all right. Take
Good
your
night,
drugs,
John Wayne. Enjoy your drugs.
Congrats on getting to fly with Bill H. I wish I was down there with you guys, but I'm glad y'all had a good time. It seems like the weekends go by so fast. It's like we're always at freaking work. And
Yeah.
I hate that, man. It's
Hey,
like
at least I get paid overtime now.
That's
nice.
we work, and then by the time the weekend's here, it's over before you can blink almost.
Yeah, which is why I don't want to go to bed at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night.
I started
I'm
to
tired.
I started to hardwire. Remember, I told you I was going to hardwire my computer over to the router, and Munchkin was like, "No, don't do it because it's raining right now, or it's too dark."
No, I said it's like 9:30 at night. Why are you gonna go out there and try that now?
That was the only time I had time to do it. So I was like, "Let me do it now." She's like, "No, don't do it now." So I had to wait, but I will get that run hopefully this weekend. If I can find a spot on the router, it's pretty full. I only got 4 slots that I can use, but I'll probably disconnect like the PlayStation or something and hook in my computer because it's more important than the PlayStation is, and it can go wirelessly, so I'll just use that wireless. Don't need it to be plugged because I rarely boot up the PS5 anyway.
You know, they really need to fucking come out with a new video game. I'm bored and I want to play stuff.
Yeah, they do need. We are lacking on games. That is without a doubt. And what I was saying about me, number one, I'm excited because hopefully John French comes to Sword Ashore, even though he always comes late. Like if the flying starts on Wednesday, he might show up Friday
Saturday
and
night.
leave Saturday morning. It's like, dude.
Good night, Creed.
I can't even, I helped him out with the trike. I literally only spent like 45 minutes with him. He was in the air, no problem. I want to help him with his landings. And the problem is he landed before me and we weren't on the phone call, so I couldn't help him. So I want to help him with his landings. And as soon as I help him, I know every landing after that, he will nail. And then he'll be happy about flying. I think he's just still unsure of himself about when he lands, but we'll get it dialed in. Well, thank you, Cloud Chucker. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to stay up later tonight. I usually go to sleep I don't know why. I think it's because I drank alcohol and I got to go to
No, it's
sleep.
because you stopped drinking alcohol. That's the problem.
Why? Because I stop. I got to keep on drinking alcohol.
Yeah, if you stop drinking, then you're gonna fall asleep. If you keep drinking, you'll be
So
fine.
next week, Friday will be my birthday. I will be very old, like 57 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they have any surprise thing. I should be doing my show next week, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Unless I get drug away or kidnapped somewhere, I will be doing the show next Friday on my birthday. So we will see
Well,
you guys.
Jeff's gonna be gone, so I need to talk to him about doing a birthday thing when he comes back the following week.
Lisa said she's
cover-
doing something, so I'm just,
Yeah, but so maybe the
your
next
birthday
week.
comes up like
Mhm.
right not too long after that. So
Yeah.
all right. Why is Albie saying hi after? I don't know. You
He
guys
was
have a
talking
great
to somebody.
weekend. We will catch y'all next week on my birthday. Until then, stay safe, everybody. Vape on. We will catch you then. Peace out.
Bye. Sickle.